Hi, Tom Mullenix back to you. You know, we don't think in Bible times or in Jesus era that people would be political. I mean, it doesn't cross our minds, but understand this, it is part of human nature to be political, to divide up, to work for different things, to disagree. And there were hot topics in Jesus' day, and Jesus' enemies wanted to use them against him so that they could get the people who loved Jesus, cause people to be upset with him. And one of those topics they thought was perfect to trap him. And it was a topic that was 50-50 in Jesus' day. The topic is divorce. And there were two schools of thought led by two very famous teachers. One of them said, hey, you can divorce your wife for any reason. I mean, if she's a bad cook and she burns your dinner, that's enough. You can be done with her. The other one said, oh, no, no, only for unfaithfulness. Can you ever divorce? They had Jesus, they thought, because it's 50-50. No matter which side Jesus takes, he's going to have half the people mad at him. Perfect. So they came to him, and they came to him, and you'll find it in Matthew chapter 19 and Mark chapter 10, and simply asked him the question, can you divorce for any and every reason? And it's interesting to me how Jesus handled it. He stopped and said, no, hold it. We need to go back to the beginning of creation. Don't you know? Didn't you read in the beginning? The Creator made them male and female. Now, first of all, that handles a hot topic in our day, doesn't it? The Creator made them male and female. Therefore, shall a man leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will be one flesh. Now, Jesus is quoting Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. Said this is at the beginning. This is God's intention. And then Jesus put this in for added measure. He said, what God has put together, don't let anyone separate. Nobody. So Jesus is saying, hold it, think through. The answer is God's original intention. You see, marriage is God's idea, and God is involved in every marriage. What God has put together, don't let anyone separate. And then they came back to him and said, well, yeah, but Moses said that you could give a certificate of divorce. And Jesus said, you know what? It's because human beings' hearts are hard. That God gave you that kind of option, but that is not God's original choice. And Jesus pointed us back to God's original choice. Now, does God hate people who've been divorced? Absolutely not. He loves people in all sorts of life who've had all sorts of negative things happen to them, or they've instigated them themselves. God loves you, but God values marriage. When they asked Jesus to take a side, he did. God's side. Listen, let's go back to the beginning. Jesus has a real handle on life. Listen up.